Welcome back to the Sunday Sports Frenzy. Stakes were high this weekend, over $215,000 over 3 days. It was the All-Stars versus the Posse and a few invaders at the Speed Palace for the 54th Annual Tuscarora 50. But first, it was California Dreamin' for the Shark. On Labor Day, Logan Schuchart put the work in, winning his heat, winning the dash, then leading all 30 laps to take the checkered at Grays Harbor. Then on Saturday at Silver Dollar Speedway, it was all gold for the Shark with the top qualifying time, then takes the lead with 10 to go to win 2 races in a week, breaking a 2-month drought.
It used to be a place I really did not enjoy coming to. It's way different from Pennsylvania, way different from our big half miles that are smooth and slick. And this place is a little quarter mile that's usually choppy and jumping around, and you're on the edge of crashing the whole time. So something I had to grow accustomed to racing on and getting experience and getting better with it.
With just a dozen races left, it's important to have a strong finish. Night 1 of the Tuscarora 50, the Posse takes Thursday with the Myerstown Missile moving from 5th to the lead. Brent Marks takes the preliminary night. Then Friday, the Posse and All-Stars were both denied when invader Darren Pittman wires the field. That same night was also a win for Logan Wagner. He adds his name alongside Keith Kaufman and becomes just the second driver to win 4 consecutive track championships at Port Royal.
It doesn't even seem real, to be able to classify myself in the same group as him. But, honestly, he's a guy I looked up to my whole entire racing career and even before. And it's an honor, really.
Dylan Yoder clinched the Super Late Model Championship with a last lap pass, knocking out Gary Stuhler. Wagner had a lot of work ahead of him, but showing speed, having one of the fastest cars all 3 nights. Complete sellout of the grandstands, only elbow room in the infield as track pays tribute to the lives lost on September 11th. Mike Walter wins the C main from 5th, a little track work before the B main kicks off. Danny Dietrich leads the field to the greens. Dietrich takes the checkered. Jared Esch and Aaron Reitzel get together. You can see the front wing damage to the jailbreak number 8. Skylar G was DQ'd after changing a right rear for the B main, which allows AJ Flick to be the last to transfer into the show. One of the greatest sights, the 4-wide fan salute. Rico Abreu would lead the 54th Annual Tuscarora 50 field to the green flag. Moving from 5th, Lance DeWeese rides the rail to check off the lap car of Flick and slides by Abreu to take the lead on lap 12. But DeWeese has problems. An oil hose comes loose before he even takes the lead. At the halfway point, DeWeese and his car were covered in oil. Can't even see the number 69K on the left side of the tail tank. Dumps a few quarts in, trying to clean off the steering wheel. DeWeese gets a little relief to stay in clean air when Zeb Wise blows the left rear. When the tire exploded, it hits his wing. A lap later, the left side shears off. 2 laps later, Sunshine is in for a blown right rear. That would be the final caution. 2 laps left. Wagner does exactly what DeWeese did to take the lead, but he slides up a little too much and DeWeese is able to hold the bottom. But exiting turn 2 is where Wagner had the better run on the high side and jumps down in front of DeWeese in turn 3, coming to the white flag. Fastest qualifier, won his heat, and now the Tuscarora 50 champion. You can't tell he's happy.
I want him to blow up so bad, I ain't gonna lie. 54,000 is on the line. I felt really good. And I knew if he was out of the race, I could probably win it. But hindsight 2020, I'm so happy that he didn't and I could beat him fair and square round the bottom. And I'm at a loss for words, honestly.
Bear hug from Dad as Wagner adds his name to the record books, but DeWeese, on the other hand, knows how good his car was before the oil line on the pressure gauge came loose.
I'm not here for second. We're here to win this thing. That's all we worry about. Yeah, it was very disappointing because we had a good race car, and I couldn't even see on restarts by myself. I couldn't even see where I was going off for to hit my marks. It was just the easiest way to picture you were driving in fog. The shield was so oiled up, and we just couldn't see through it.
The month of money continues with the Dirt Classic on Saturday and Selinsgrove and Williams Grove National Opens.